right, Leo. Some sage and some rose petals to cleanse the negative energy. Cleanse the space. Thank you, Spirit. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. Leo, you know what, Leo, thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much for listening. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes, and also your comments. The comment section is a wonderful area, a wonderful space to practice putting out positive energy, positive karma into the universe. What we send out into the universe is what we receive. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. Leo, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout of this reading. This top row is your professional life, your public life, your career life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. The second row is your home life, your personal life, your private life, family, friends. Earlier this week, neighbors will show up there. Sometimes pets will show up there. Love interest will show up there. Husbands, wives, children, and the energy that is surrounding your home life. And this final row, this third row, is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. What Spirit would like you to take away from this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. And the foundation, let's make sure everything's kind of lined up here for you. Thank you, Leo. The foundation, the basis of your reading this week, Leo, is the Moon card. Something hidden revealed. We learn something that perhaps has always been there, that maybe we did not see or did not acknowledge. And that is backed by the Queen of Cups, an abundance of feelings, an abundance of emotions, hidden feelings, hidden emotions revealed. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Virgo. Very emotional this week, hidden, revealed. And we start off with the Two of Pentacles, a balance, an equal give and take. Finding balance, finding calm in stormy weather. Why I say that is this is the first time, but if we look closer, I've just noticed that little ship on the stormy waters. And here we have the page there, finding balance, finding stable ground, balancing between stable and unstable. Stormy waters, finding balance during stormy waters. The Hierophant card, and Leo, the Hierophant card has come up in quite a few of our readings this week. The Hierophant speaks to higher knowledge, higher wisdom, finding clarity and new understandings with the status quo. And that it's come up in so many readings this week. I think that is the energy that we are all facing this week or during this time, is reevaluating the status quo and finding new wisdom and finding new knowledge in the status quo. We do not have to live by the status quo. And then that is followed by the Eight of Pentacles. Finding our groove. working in the zone. We could almost say that that maybe could be mundane. We've always done it that way because that's the way it's always done. And it's almost like, you know, there might be a slight difference between being in the zone and being on autopilot. Maybe we've been on autopilot here in our professional life, our public life. And the King of Wands, mastering, harnessing our passions, harnessing our desires. You've been waiting, or maybe even wanting, a change. There's been so much that you have been experiencing that is out of your control. And I think that's why we just noticed that ship on the waters there. That there's been so much out of your control. It's almost like you've been a ship tossed on the water, tossed by the waves. And you've been feeling stuck. And the feeling of not having control, of being out of control, of being stuck, is making us more prone towards lashing out at others. It's almost like it's bubbling up out of you. We don't even understand where it's coming from. Or we can't put our finger quite on it. It's like we're on edge. We're on edge because we're feeling tossed about. We're feeling stuck. We feel like we're at the whim of someone else's control. I think that's why we have that Hierophant here. But we can counteract the feeling of being stuck, the feeling of being out of control. We can counteract that by focusing our energy on what we can do today. What small change can we do, or what small change that can we create today? We will often find that it's the smallest changes that has the biggest effects. And so we may not be able to make the big changes, but we can make the small changes. The small changes, it may be taking a new route to work or taking a new route home for work. And on that new route, we may see something that sparks an even bigger change, or we may even run into someone that sparks a bigger change. It could be changing where we have lunch, changing where we shop for groceries, but it is these smallest changes that are going to have the biggest effect on our lives. We may not be able to change the big things, but we can definitely change the little things. And when we change the little things, it does help break the mundane. And it does help us feel like we're not stuck, like we're not in a rut. And it opens up new doors and new opportunities. Then we start with the Seven of Wands, being guarded, being protective. Being guarded, being protective. Cutting the ties with the past, finding clarity. Finding clarity. Freeing ourselves, liberating ourselves. The King of Cups. No man is an island. We cannot emotionally isolate. Isolation. Ace of Swords, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. There is an older family member, or there is someone in your family, a close family member, that has experience, that has knowledge, that has wisdom. And this person is only trying to protect you. This person has seen this situation before. This person has experienced this situation before. Or they have the gift of foresight. They have the gift of intuition to see what is coming. They have the gift to see what is coming, and they're only trying to protect you. How they are trying to protect you, or the words that they're using to share this knowledge and this wisdom, may be rubbing you the wrong way, or you're not understanding what it is that they're trying to say, or you're not appreciating how they're trying to say it. In order for there to be understanding, in order for there to be clarity, we all need to put aside our egos. Many times when people are rubbing us the wrong way, or that we're not liking, or what they're saying is causing us to be angry, it is our egos that are causing us to be angry. When we put our egos aside, whether we're in agreement with what a person is saying or not, it does not cause us to be angry, regardless of what they're saying. We can start by asking ourselves, how or do we go about protecting those that we love? I guess if there was someone that you loved or that you cared about, a close friend or a family member, if there was someone in a similar situation, what words or how would you choose to protect them? What would you do? And sometimes when we put ourselves in that position, we gain a deeper understanding, a deeper perspective of what those around us are trying to do and how they're trying to protect us. This person is only trying to protect you. They can see what is coming and they want to protect you. That, I believe, is what the Moon card is revealing here for you, Leo. When we understand that this person only wants to protect us, that this person honestly does have our best good at heart, it will make their actions sting a little bit less. We'll have a greater understanding of them, regardless of how misfound their actions or words are. Then we have the Nine of Swords, stress, agony, pain. The Nine of Pentacles. And so we have both sides of that 9 there. The 9 in numerology represents vision, intuition, power, and anticipation. And so we have both sides of anticipation here. And so when we are anticipating, it can be very stressful, and it can even cause sleepless nights and pain and agony, depending on the energy that we give it. So if we're anticipating bad, if we're anticipating negative, those are the feelings that we will receive. But if we are anticipating positive outcomes and positive thought patterns, that will in turn cause a state of manifestation or a state of pre-manifestation, where we're able to connect with the pentacles, we're able to connect with the positive. And then we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, this Judgment card is emotional, a spiritual judgment. The resurrection of thoughts and feelings from the past, something from the past. And the Lover's card. Thank you, Spirit. Leo, anytime we seek external validation, we won't find it. It will never work out. And when we are constantly seeking external valuation, we'll just need more and more and more of it. External validation is never enough. It is only when we strive to become our better self today than we were yesterday that we succeed in finding that internal validation. The struggle here that we're seeing, Leo, is seeking validation. We can seek validation from outside of ourselves, or we can seek validation within ourselves. And where we seek validation, that is a judgment that we put on ourselves. It's important that we seek to do what is best for us. And we take actions for our better good, regardless of the outside sources. We learn to love ourselves. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Leo. Thank you, Leo. You have a blessed week.